UFC 294 took place this weekend. Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev 2 in the probably biggest anticipated rematch of this entire year. And I don't even know where to start with it because it was insane, man. It was fucking insane. I picked Islam to win and I picked Hamzat to win, but the way they won was very unexpected to me. I thought Islam would actually get a submission, or I could have seen a later ground and pound, but a head kick KO. I don't think anybody on this planet saw that coming. I know there were a few YouTubers saying it's there, but I didn't see anyone call a head kick KO. Maybe someone did now, but I didn't see it coming. Islam Makhachev might be the most complete fighter in the sport. He might be just he's elite everywhere, and I just don't see anybody able to even beat him. To be honest, I don't think anyone can. I don't think anyone will in that division. He's talked about moving up. Um, he'd probably be a bit small for 170, but I think he'd beat Colby. To be honest, I think he'd beat Colby. He's a good chance against Leon. I don't know if he beats Leon, but he's a good chance. It's just Leon's so fucking strong, and just big. Um, it's insane, man. You look at that lightweight division, Volk. 11-day notice Volk probably had a better chance than most of them lightweights, apart from maybe Oliveira. That's it, really. I see Gaethje might be next, but we don't really like it. It's hard to see, man. It's hard to see, man. The division's just dead. Like, in my opinion, that division is just completely dead now because I just don't see anyone on this guy's level, man. It's insane because I remember seeing him against Drew Dober, and I thought, damn, this guy's not that good. Against Thiago Moises, I was like, he's not that good, man. He's not that good. But the past 2.5 years, he's really shot. Like, it's insane how good he's got, and it's scary because he's way better than Khabib. I've been saying it for time. I said it since he beat Oliveira that he's better than Khabib. And now people are starting to see it. What's next with Volk? I mean, you kind of have to do the Poirier fight. Let's see, he beats the Poirier, which after seeing that, man, I don't know. He didn't even land a punch. Volk didn't land a punch, man. And I know people are saying, oh, but it was 11 days notice and look how close the first fight was. It's not, this happened in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the fight. If a full clam Volk got hit with that head kick, or an 11-day or 2-day Volk, he's going to go down. And this wasn't in the fourth round when Volk was gassed. This was in the first round and Volk didn't even land a punch yet. So that excuse, it's a reason, but he would have been finished. He would have been finished regardless, I think. And Oliveira would have got mauled again. It's just that submission threat. That's the only thing that's got a bit of a what if to the fight. Gaethje can't see him beating him. I don't think Gaethje's too confident. I think he was before this fight. Then he saw that and he realized, like, Makhachev didn't even do much, but like he's so good, man. His striking's insane. He was even I rewatched the first fight during the week. I thought he won. And his striking, like, he's insane, man. It's gonna take something special to be him. Like, I feel like when Khabib was around, there was people better in certain areas than Khabib. Like, McGregor was a better striker. McGregor, Poirier, and Gaethje were all better strikers than Khabib. No one's a better. I don't think anyone's a better striker than Islam in that division. I don't think anyone's better anywhere. I know people are saying, oh, but Oliveira is better, like at submissions, and he's better jiu-jitsu than Islam, but Islam submitted him and knocked him down. Knocked him down, then submitted him, man. And, he's after head kick KO, the pound for pound number one. Something about this pound for pound number one thing that you just get fucking head kicked. But I just kicked like Silva with Weidman. He got kicked when he was on top, or he threw the kick and broke it. But Usman as well. Usman Hamzat was a fucking great fight for the last round. I didn't think Hamzat was all that after the Gilbert Burns fight, and if this fight was 5 rounds, which if I'm Usman, and I said this when it got announced to people around me, one of the things I would have said is this has to be 5 rounds. I don't understand why he took 3. Maybe his own gas tank for his own gas tank, but Shamaev, man, he's so good for a round. But you take away that first, you weather that storm, he's beatable. Yo, Usman, I thought it was a draw personally. I rewatched it today. I didn't need to rewatch the first round because that was a 10-8. It was a soft enough 10-8. Like, let's be honest here. He literally, like, he wasn't doing anything, like, damage-wise. You know what I mean? People said, oh, it was a clear 10-8. It was on the fence. It was a 10-8, but, like, it wasn't a fucking Kate or Holloway, like, 10-8. You know, or you're something badly like that, you know what I mean? Or Nunes Pena, they're 10-8s. You know, it was probably just enough because Usman didn't actually do anything himself, and he was just defending. But when Hamza got climbed his back, and Usman, like, I don't know how you describe it, like, threw him off, like, just slammed himself into the mat. That was what I thought. That was it when that happened. Like, I thought, I was like, oh fuck, here we go, because I wanted Usman to win, but 2 and 3, Usman won. Usman won the fucking second and third round. Like, what's next for either of them is Usman should stay at middleweight. You know what I mean? I think he should, man. I think he's better than a lot of these guys. You know what I mean? Hamzat was the man, the one that was going to come in and roll all these middleweights over. Hamzat might not beat Sean Strickland. He might not. Will he beat Strickland? Probably, but he mightn't. It's 60-40. You know what I mean? You hear gym stories, but you know what I mean? Like, fucking, this dude's meant to be a machine in the gym, but then he gasses out and around. You know, it's not really adding up. Like, the gym stories are gym stories. They don't mean anything. It could be all bullshit. I think this is a prime example. Like, this, like Till was on about, he doesn't get fucking tired, lad. And then he fucking gasses out in the first round against Burns and in the first round against Usman. You'd honestly look at it and thought Hamzat took this on 11 days' notice the way he was gassing out. But Hamzat's fighting Strickland next, which makes absolutely no sense at all. It doesn't. How can you give him what's this beef with Dricus du Plessis and the UFC? What does Dana hate about him? That he turned down the title shot 6 weeks or something like that before he fought, and now, like, in what world do you KO Robert Whittaker and not get a title shot? What world are we living in? You know, this dude was coming off a destruction of Vittori back in Paris. And now fucking you beat him and oh no, you gotta wait now for someone who never has got a win in middleweight. Like, what are the lights on? He hasn't beat a middleweight contender. He beat a 2-fight skid, Usman, on 11 days' notice. Like, what are the lights on here? I mean, at least give him Dricus. I don't think he deserves that. I think Dricus should be next. I think it's so clear Dricus should be next. And if you don't give it to Dricus, well, Izzy said he's not fighting for ages, but I think honestly Izzy probably deserves it more than Hamzat. I don't know. That could be a bit. He probably does. Hamzat does not deserve this title shot, especially with that fucking performance. People are saying he got fraud checked and exposed and all this, but if I was really big into him, I would have said that. But I was never like, I needed more. He had one fight and he barely won. Barely won against someone Usman shinned. You know, Gilbert Burns he got dominated by Bilal Muhammad. I know it was, like, that was his third fight in, like, fucking 3 weeks, but the man was fighting, like, every day in the UFC, but yeah, man. And another big one on the card, it wasn't big, but it was an early prelim, but one I was looking forward to was Nathaniel Wood. And that ref should be fucking shot for the cage grabs, the groin shots. If I'm Wood, I feel a little bit hard done by. He could have got finished there at the end, but you know, it's tricky with him because he's small for that division. But he's not going to make bantamweight. So maybe he should take 6 months off to work on his strength and conditioning, because he's tiny, man. He's so small for that division. So it's a shame, because the UFC doesn't really make any fucking sense. He fought Andre Philly and won. I can't. He fought Charles Jourdain as well back in Paris. I don't think there was a fight in between there. So he fought Charles Jourdain and Andre Philly. Now Charles Jourdain is fighting Dan Ige, I think. Like, what? I think that could be rumored, or I think I've seen that somewhere. It mightn't be, but like, what? The matchmaking doesn't make sense in the UFC. Why didn't you give Charles Jourdain? I don't know if that's booked, but if it is, fair enough. But it's not give him that, and then give Dan Ige and Nathaniel Wood. I kind of felt like he'd run into a heavy wrestler. Not heavy as regards his style's heavy, but just physically heavy, and he wrestles. Like a Bryce Mitchell or someone like that, Mozar Evloev. But he's fighting Al Danon, so. Yeah, man, this card was insane. It was pretty mid, I can't lie, apart from... See, I can't even say the main event, because it lasted like 2 minutes, and one of them didn't even land a punch. Yo, it's just... It's sad to see lightweight die, man. It's something I just don't really see that guy losing, ever. It's just, he's so good, and Volk had the best chance. Volk had the best chance out of everyone. And for people that said, oh, but he won the first one, you're not saying much now, unfortunately, with this head kick, because I really wanted Volk to win. But I don't want to see that trilogy. As a Volkanovski fan, and I'm a big Volkanovski fan, I was fucking rooting for him in this fight. You just don't give him that trilogy. Not that he doesn't deserve it, but Makhachev is just better than Volk. It's just the way it is. It's like Max versus Volk. He's just better than him. It's just one of those things. You should go down to featherweight or stay in lightweight permanently. Stay in one of those. Stay in the division. Don't be leapfrogging from one to another. I think he should stay in featherweight, because he's clearly better than all of them. And there's some fucking hard fights. There's huge fights in lightweight for Volk. Gaethje would be an absolute fucking... Who wouldn't be paying to see that? Poirier would be an unbelievable fight as well. But Volk needs to take some time off, because he was talking about his mental health and all, so that's really sad to hear. So he needs some time off. Don't put him on that fucking January card, UFC. He needs at least, I'd say, give him till UFC 300. March, April, in and around then. Because he got knocked out, man. And if you're fighting Ilia Topuria, who's got vicious power and is an insane boxer, and you're getting KO'd badly like that against Islam, man, that's bad. That's really fucking bad. I honestly, after what happened, it could be like Volk could lose that fight. Very simple. I'm gonna say Volk's gonna win now, but I was not as confident as I was, because if Islam can knock you out, Ilia's right there. Ilia's right there, and his boxing is insane. He's a fucking savage. So we'll see what happens, bro. But that's what I thought of this card now. On to the MSG one now in 6 weeks. So thanks.